Hello class 7, this is teacher Regina once again, and today's topic is about collecting and displaying data. First, quantitative data. What do you think is the meaning of data? Pieces of information are often called data. There are two categories of quantitative data. The first one is what we call the discrete data. And the second one is what we call continuous data. So to understand more, I will give example of each categories. First categories is what we call discrete data. A discrete data can only take a specific values. When we say a specific values, it means exact amount of the given data. Example, number of students in a class. So we all know that we have a specific or exact amount of student in each class. For example, we have 30 students in each class. So we cannot say that we have 30.5 students in each class. So this is what we mean by specific values. It means exact number of students in each class. The next one is the number of patients a doctor sees in one day. So we cannot say that the doctor can see more than 1,000 of patients in one day. So it's very impossible. And we cannot say also that the doctor can see 100.5 patients in one day. So there is a specific value of patient that the doctor can see in one day. The next one is what we call the continuous data. A continuous data can take any value. So, example is the height of student in a class using centimeter. So, using the centimeter in order to get the height of student, there is no specific value of each one. So, we can take any value. What do we mean by that? So, if when we measure the students, they don't have the same height. Some students are taller, so maybe they are measured by 150 centimeter exactly. There are students who are shorter, so maybe they are measured by 123.5 centimeter only. So this is what we mean that we can take any value. The next one is the amount of sugar in an orange. So there is no exact amount of sugar in an orange, so we cannot count on it. So this is what we can take any value, the amount of sugar. So we can estimate it. We can say that there are, 3 grams of sugar in an orange. So again, so we can take any value of that. So there is no exact measurement of the amount of sugar in an orange. The next one is the time required to run a mile. So as you see, we cannot say exactly 30 minutes we can run to reach a mile. So if we are talking about the time to reach a mile, so we need to count the time. So there is no exact time. So we can say to reach a mile, it has 30 minutes and 25 seconds. So this is what we can take any value. So this is also depends of the people who run. If he is fast, it means shorter time. But if he is slow, it means longer time. That's why we can take any value. So let us have a short activity in order to understand more the discrete. So here we need to decide which of the following types of data are discrete and which are continuous. First one, the mass of the baby in kilogram. So using in kilogram is very obvious if we use a unit. It means This given is what we call a continuous data. Why? Because we can give any amount of the mass of the baby. Okay. Number two, the number of people attending the concert. So imagine the people who wants concert means that they are performing. Some artists are performing. So we can give the exact or a specific amount of people who can watch the concert only. Okay, so it's obviously that this is a discrete data. The next one is what we call the shoe size of student in your class. Obviously, they didn't give any unit. How do we know the size of student in your class? So we need to give a specific value. So this is also what we call a discrete data. Next one is the temperature at midday using the Celsius. So as you see, we have the unit, and also it's very obvious that the temperature in the midday every day is changing. So this is what we call continuous because we can give any amount or any value. Okay, that's all for that. Next one is what we call collecting data. A collecting data is a collected response to a problem. Example, an athletics club may want to know which athletes perform consistently. So in order to know, he needs to collect a data. So he will know which athletes perform consistently. Okay. So your teacher may want to find out which topic to focus on for revision. So what do you think the teacher will do in order to know which topic she need to focus for a revision? So she need to ask each of the student. Okay, so there are two methods of collecting data. The first one is what we call interview people. So, the first example, as you see, an athletics club may want to know which athletes perform consistently. So, in this part, you need to ask people directly and then you need to write the answer of each one. Another method is what we call questionnaire. This is a printout. So you need to write a question that the person he can answer it without the help of the others, or it means the question is easily to answer. So this is two methods of collecting data. So you can use this method in these two given example as collecting data. After collecting data, so what we need to do is to displaying the data. So we have many things how to display the data. The first one is what we call two-way tables. Okay. A two-way table can be used when data is split into two main categories. This is the first one. This table is about the number of boys and girls in each year. Because we want to know separate number of boys and girls, this is what we call the two-way data. So we split the boys and the girls. Using the two-way table, it's very easy to answer a question. For example, I want to know the number of boys in class 8. Okay, so in year 8, exactly and directly we get the answer that there are 31 boys in class 8. Okay, another one. I want to know the total of students in the class 11. So, 37 and 40 directly we will just add. So, it means that the total number of students in class 11 is 77. So, this is what we called again the two-way tables. Another one is what we call frequency tables and diagrams. frequency tables are a popular way of displaying data. The same what the two-way table, but this one is just showing directly the frequency. So looking at this table showing the number of pets in each house. As you see, this this column showing the number of pets, and this one is the frequency, which we say the number of house. It means in 12 houses, each 12 houses have 0 pets. Here in 15 houses, each of 15 houses have 1 pet only. Okay, 10 houses, it means each of these have 2 pets. So this is how we will read this frequency tables. Next one is what we call diagram, is a bar chart. A bar chart is used to show the information if the data is discrete. It means they have a specific value. Like this one, since they have a specific value or frequency, so it's easy to do it in a bar chart. So here showing the frequency and here down showing the number of pets. So this one again is a frequency tables, and this is what we call the bar chart. So how we will do the bar chart? As you see, number of pets, so 0. So here the frequency we have 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. It means each the difference is 5. Since the first one, 0 pets, we have 12 houses. Okay, so our frequency, so it is near to the middle of 10 and 15. So this is what we have now. That's all for today, and thank you for listening. I hope you understand our topic today. I hope everyone is safe, and see you soon.